Will there be gas shortages in the European Union this winter? The risks are relevant, but so far there is ample capacity both in regasification and in terms of diversification of supply. The decision of Algeria to stop exporting via Morocco to the south of Spain and the pipeline that goes through those countries, it does not make it stop selling to the south of Europe or to Europe in general. There is the Medgas pipeline, and there's also liquefied natural gas. Russia is not stopping exports to Europe, not at all. What it is doing is increasing its inventories to prepare itself for the winter, as it does every year. The take-or-pay contracts and the long-term contracts that exist with Europe are being honored in all of their commitments. So there is absolutely no problem there. And the United States is not taking action against Europe by reducing exports of LNG to Europe. Simply, what happens with the United States is that private companies, this has nothing to do with the government, private companies are basically supplying the demand inside the United States, which is growing, and the price is also higher, therefore margins are attractive, and it is much more challenging to export to the European Union. Why? Because the cost of freights and the cost of demurrages are very important. So transport costs make the margins very weak, or at least significantly weaker than those within the United States. So the United States is not attacking the European Union. Russia is not attacking the European Union. Algeria is not attacking the European Union. What happens in the European Union is that it has created an energy mix that is extremely volatile and intermittent, which is the reason why Germany decided to eliminate the nuclear energy from its energy mix, has created an energy mix that is more volatile and that is more intermittent because of renewables. They work around 25% of the time. Therefore, when demand rises, usually in winter, what we see is that the amount of renewables that can accommodate demand does not increase as much as that demand, and we depend more on natural gas, which is normal, but obviously at that time also prices are rising. Okay, so what we need to understand is that liquefied natural gas is about 15% of the market, that Asian demand is taking quite a bit of that chunk, that the demand of each of the producing nations is also something that they have to accommodate, and that what will likely happen is that there will be enough LNG, and that the regasification terminals within the Eurozone and within the European Union will be enough to keep a certain cushion, but there's very little that can be done about the price, because 15% of the market is LNG, a significant chunk of that goes to Asia, demand is rising, prices are rising domestically and outside, and that creates almost a perfect inflationary storm.